The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Audio Show.
So the much anticipated visit via Miss Amber to via Miss Danielle is here. Let's get into it. Let's go. What happens? Let's go.
Anything you want to tell me?
No.
Or nothing like you're hiding or that you want to share with me?
I don't know.
I can't figure out why. I can't figure out why, like, when we're friends, I'm finding out from Ben that you asked Anthony for a divorce and not from you.
Okay. So in Amber's mind, she thought that it had to do with the the Dave thing, basically. That's what she thought that this was. But I don't think the Dave thing is coming out yet. So I already knew, that piece. That piece is basically predictable. But she's asking Amber a good question. But I have some thoughts on it though.
And then you ghosted my calls and acted like I wasn't even, I don't know.
This is about the divorce. Okay.
No, it's not about the divorce. It's about the fact that I thought we were friends and you didn't even share anything with me. And then here I am going through all my own stuff trying to call you and you don't pick up the phone. And when I do get you on the phone, you don't even want to. I found out from Ben.
All right, so this is a tricky one, right? Because when Danielle just came around, some people liked the idea of her talking to Danielle. But they only liked her talking to Danielle because Danielle basically was checking Anthony. That's what I got from it. I could be wrong, but that's what I get from it. People only liked the Danielle character when she was checking Anthony. Outside of that, they not necessarily liked her. Well, some people, I'm not going to make it look like it's everybody. Some people were more of, what would I say now? They're more toward, you know what, it's Amber's business. However, yes, hey, is she really and truly, Danielle's friend? Is Danielle her friend? That is a question to be asked though.
Okay. Danielle, I mean, it's kind of my business and I don't really feel like I had to tell you, but
No, of course you don't have to tell me. I'm sure you ran right to Shayla, who you forgave for all that stuff, and told her right away. And I would never do anything like that to you. Like, I'm not a wolf in sheep's clothing. And you ghost me. Like,
all right, stop right here. So this is an interesting piece. Let's dissect it really and truly. Does Amber have to tell Danielle anything? I would say no. It is still Amber's business. Now, Daniela said something important though. I'm sure you're basically telling Shayla, who did all of those things to you. The question, has Amber told Shayla all of that stuff? Any Amber fans want to answer that? I don't know. The truth of the matter is, in that she's right. But again, it is still Amber's business and she can decipher if she wants to tell her or not. However, this is something for the women them to get into because that's what I'm showing you right now. Is there a double standard with Amber, range between her, Danielle and Shayla? I guess she's saying she knows Shayla longer, so it doesn't matter, versus a Danielle.
as if we were never friends, so.
Okay. So calm down, first of all. Shayla has a child by Anthony. So I definitely
know.
I definitely needed to tell her what was going on because her child is affected by it.
So let me ask you guys a question about that. This is a very interesting topic. So does Amber have to tell Shayla because, Shayla has a child with her husband? That's a very good question. Again, I'm saying no because I feel like Anthony can tell Shayla that, but Amber doesn't need to tell Shayla anything. That's what I say. But what you're going to get from O'Neill is that O'Neill is going to get, well, O'Neill, you're not like Amber because whatever. Even though I'm saying, hey, she doesn't have to tell her. In fact, she doesn't to tell nobody at all about her divorce. She doesn't have to talk about it if she doesn't want to talk about it. That's my stance on it. But You tell me. She says she needs to tell Shayla because, a child is in the mix.
Secondly, Danielle, I don't just trust people like that, okay? This has been a lot that I'm going through, and I don't quite know you that well yet. So
I feel like when we first met, I feel like we're the kind of friends that like we would tell each other things. I mean, I met you and automatically I felt like I could spill my guts to you for some reason, and we became friends, like somebody that I counted on, somebody I thought when big life moments happen that like you're gonna, that we would share that.
All right. Now let me stop Danielle right here. So this is Danielle being now entitled because Danielle think that she's entitled to information because she was doing the trauma bonding thing. She believed that because she was trauma bonding and she was doing the gallivanting for Amber, and she was dissing Anthony, and she was putting Anthony in his place, and because she was doing all of these things and rocking for Amber, and she was moving in the ways for Amber, and she was firestorming everybody for Amber, she believes that she's entitled to know things. Well, my dear, the answer to that is no. You're not. You're not. So now maybe she will learn that the next time you see a couple, you need to mind your own business, because not because you're, trolling and moving around for that person means that when the shoe is on the next foot, they're going to do that for you, especially if you've just met them. Because Danielle just met the people in 2 weeks and was all up in Anthony's face. That's what you get. So this is for that gallivanting that you did with Anthony.
But I don't know. Maybe we're not friends, or maybe you're a bad friend. Like, I don't really know.
okay, easy killer. Like, first of all, we've known each other for 15 minutes, okay?
But those 15 minutes were packed with like actual meaningful things.
To you, what has happened to you, they're packed with that. You thought that, that's what was going on. That's not what's going on. You read it wrong.
Danielle, I don't have to tell you my business.
No, you don't. I'm just shocked that like this is how it's gone down, and I thought this conversation should happen in person.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we had it. I should probably get going.
Come on, Amber. It's not.
No, I just feel a little attacked.
Can you see where I'm coming from?
I see, but and we're cool. It's cool.
Amber is done with her because it's not what Amber thought it was. So as far as Amber is concerned, she's done with her. So if I think I know where they're going now, Danielle now is going to become a little bit more embarrassed because basically Ben has shown her up that she's not really friends with Amber, but she thought she was friends with Amber because she was doing all that stuff with Anthony for Amber, and now she's now been left out into the cold. I don't know. Did Amber just make an enemy? I'm not quite certain. Amber fans, you tell me that. I don't know. But it is what it is. Now, Amber's right, though. It's her business. You don't have to tell anybody your business. Let me just say that. You don't have to tell anyone your business. You don't. Even though she's calling Amber out and saying, hey, how can you tell Shayla who is on the next side of things versus me? She doesn't have to tell anybody her business. Give me your take on this one. I want to know how you feel about this. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.